Hey, it's Frank over at Frank's Tanks in Fort Worth, Texas. The purpose of this video right here is to show you how I keep my sand so clean. So people are always coming in and saying, man, how do you keep your sand clean? And when I tell them that I use a gravel vacuum and go to the bottom of my sand and clean it, of course a lot of them tell me that they've heard that you can't do that, or that it would hurt your tank in some way, or rob your invertebrates, starfish and stuff like that, of its ability to feed, which is not true. So I'm showing you this just for that purpose. I mean, it's just as simple as this, and I do it all the way from end to end of the tank. Now, if you're one of those people that feel like you need a deep sand bed, 8 to 10 inches, I wouldn't do that in that case. In this case, I would not do that. But if you have a sand bed that's up, 3, 4 inches, this is perfectly fine. I promise you, it's not going to hurt a thing. If you don't believe me, just take a look. Not so sure if you can see the sand that where this brown is at. That's in between the glass and on top of the sand where this brown is at. It doesn't hurt anything at all, but it can be OCD. I don't like it in my tanks, and that's why I do what I do. If you notice, when I dig this gravel vacuum into the sand, I turn it sideways, and what it does is allows that sand to spin like it does there and then drop back into the tank instead of me siphoning it all up. If you make a mistake and you're not paying attention and you just shove it straight down in the sand like that, you can see it's going to start going up, and it's going to continue to go up until it siphons it out of the tank, which is exactly what you don't want. So I'll turn that gravel back to a slight angle like that, and you see that it'll just fall back into the tank. Now, by no means am I telling anybody that this is what they have to do to have a successful tank. I mentioned my reasons for doing it is because I don't like the brown stuff. I don't like that sits on top of my sand, and I don't like that sits in between my glass. It's not going to hurt anything. In fact, for that matter, this in between the sand is usually just a sign of a mature tank. So every tank is going to get that. I just don't like it, and so you're watching me clean mine up. Again, be assured, it's not going to hurt anything. No matter what you hear online, it's not going to hurt anything. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and this entire tank was built with me doing exactly that. So I'm sure if it was going to hurt something, these corals wouldn't have grown the way that they have. And when I finish doing this water change, once the tank has a chance to clean up some of what I'm doing here, I mean, this water is crystal clear. I mean, it already was, but even more so. So maybe you can see some of the stuff that's coming up in this sand. If you can see my water in the bucket, you can see why this is so important to me. See that? Now, you don't have to do this. I'm not saying that. I'm not suggesting that at all. You don't have to do it. It's what I choose to do. I choose to do it because it's not going to hurt anything. If you choose not to do it, that's not going to hurt anything either. But I'm saying some of the information that you're getting over the internet is telling you that you can't do it. They're 100% wrong. So, you were wondering about how my sand looks after I'm done? Well, there you go.